Alrighty, guys, we are back, and it's your boy Q. Up next, we have Marlon Wayans is a hot stankin' mess. Emphasis on the stankin'. Shout out to RRG for the video. Definitely shoot her a subscription as well. She's been really dope. She loves the reactions, and yeah, she's definitely shown love on them as well. Enough dilly-dallying, we're gonna jump right into the video. Again, it's Marlon Wayans is a hot stankin' mess. Yeah, man. Marlon, now you gotta defend yourself from like rumors of you setting up your brother. Wild.
Marlon Wayans is recognized as one of the many popular figures in the Wayans family comedic dynasty. Not only has he been acting,
you don't see him in these big mainstream movies, but the dude is caking. A lot of his movies he's producing and funding himself. So if you put in a movie together and you're spending, I'm gonna say like $2 to $4 million on the budget, and you're returning like $12 million, you're doing pretty good for yourself.
In the entertainment industry for over 3 decades, but he's had several missteps and controversial moments, which we'll be discussing today. Make yourself comfortable and scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com. It's our online concession stand that has an assortment of Applewood smoked bacon jerky, blue raspberry licorice, and butter toffee peanuts. While a cast member on Saturday Night Live, Jimmy Fallon participated in a sketch in 2000 in which he wore blackface to impersonate Chris Rock.
Man, oh man, read this book.
Fail.
I seen Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and guess what? Not a lot of black folks on the show.
Now, for those
that is wild, bro.
Those of you who are unaware, class is in session. Blackface isn't about just painting someone's face and body darker or putting on a costume. It invokes a racist and painful history dating back to the mid-19th century minstrel shows. White performers darkened their skin, put on tattered clothing, and exaggerated their features to mock a stereotypical black appearance. The first minstrel shows also mimicked enslaved Africans on southern plantations and depicted black people as lazy, ignorant, cowardly, or hypersexual, according to the Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture. The performances were intended to be funny to white audiences. However, to the black community,
of course, super demeaning.
They were, and still are,
offensive,
demeaning, and hurtful. So anyway, after the clip of Jimmy in blackface resurfaced 20 years later in 2020, social media users created the hashtag Jimmy Fallon is over party to get Jimmy canceled. Jimmy immediately took to his Twitter to write, "In 2000, while on SNL, I made a terrible decision to do an impersonation of Chris Rock while in blackface. There is no excuse for this. I am very sorry for making this unquestionably offensive decision, and thank all of you for holding me accountable." And guess who put his...
Yeah, man. So many examples of this. I want to say Kimmel has one of these as well on The Man Show. So yeah, a lot of people did a lot of things in the early 2000s and prior that, especially under the microscope, could definitely destroy careers.
Cape on to come to Jimmy's defense. Marlon, of course. He called the outrage dumb as hell. In a tweet, he added, "Jimmy Fallon is truly one of the nicest guys I've known in our industry. Y'all stop digging up old shit. Go find a new tree to piss on. This one is clean." This ninja. A white man from Australia wasn't trying to hear all that. He responded to Marlon's tweet with, "So blackface is okay depending on who did it? How does that work?" Marlon responded, "Who's telling the joke? Is it introspective and authentic? And is it funny? If it was so funny and no big deal, then why the hell did Jimmy apologize, Marlon?" Well, that was enough for people to call Marlon every name in the book. And many people begged him to look up the history of blackface so he could clearly understand why people were so upset. Back in 2014, Marlon attended a Jay-Z and Beyonce concert in LA. While there, he took a photo of a woman standing close by with her arm in the air as she enjoyed the concert. In the picture, Marlon can also be seen giving the woman a side eye. He posted the photo on social media with the caption, "Man, I got the most unrhythmic white woman dancing next to me at the Jay-Z and Bey concert." Well, come to find out, the unrhythmic white woman was actually Australian pop star Delta Goodrem, and her fans were ticked the
Oh man, you mess with any hive of some of these bigger pop acts, and it's gonna be a wrap. Not even pop acts. There's a lot of rapper stands that do the same thing if we haven't noticed already this past year.
Hell off. They about to drag his ass, ain't they? ain't they? Not only did people call Marlon out for invading Delta's privacy and mocking her, but they also accused him of being racist. Marlon responded, "I love that all these people calling me racist because I stated a fact. She can't dance. Apparently neither can you. Now out of here. One day people are gonna
You called out her color though, and I think that's where the race comes into play.
Understand I simply don't give a and I refuse to succumb to this new world order of not having an opinion." He an angry little man, ain't he? As the backlash ensued,
all you gotta say is just I said what I said. You're showing extreme anger towards these people. If it really wasn't nothing to you, you wouldn't be this upset.
Marlon doubled down on his remarks by repeatedly reposting the photo of Delta. He even reposted it in black and white and wrote, "In black and white, still can't dance." It's a little it's
fun
funny.
on the race.
It is a little funny. Delta took the high road by tweeting that she had fun at the concert, and she included the link to a video of the character.
A lot of these people know they can't dance. It's not the worst remark you could give to somebody.
Elaine from Seinfeld dancing off beat. In 2004, Marlon and his brother Sean starred in the movie White Chicks, which was directed and co-written by
and it was known as a classic. A comedy classic for a very long time.
Their big brother, Keenan. In the film, their characters go undercover as two white women to solve a crime. While the film received mixed reviews, moviegoers headed to theaters in droves, helping it land at #2 during its opening weekend. It wasn't until the social unrest that occurred in the summer of 2020 that a brighter spotlight was put on the film. Conservative news outlets unleashed a fresh can of whataboutism by stating, if a white person performing in blackface is racist, then what about two black guys performing as white women in the movie White Chicks? Isn't that racist too? With several outlets calling for the film, Sean and Marlon to be canceled, Marlon told Entertainment Weekly, "You know who loves white chicks the most? White chicks. That's how you know it's a good movie." Later on, during a 2020 interview with BuzzFeed, he slammed cancel culture and said no one and nothing could make him stop telling jokes. He also stated that White Chicks Part 2 was extremely necessary since the world had become so uptight. For several years, Marlon was able to keep his long-term relationship with
I'm pretty sure if it comes out, a bunch of people are going to watch it just because of how much of a cult classic it is. And who knows, sometimes these movies come out and they're so far removed from like the original source material that people just may not care. Who knows? He's been uber successful because he does like put his own money into his own projects. He does like been paying off highly.
Angelica Zachary away from the public eye. They started dating in 1992 and had 2 children. Some people even thought they had gotten married after Marlon started referring to her as his wife. However, they never officially tied the knot. In 2013, Marlon was caught on a yacht in St. Bart's tonguing down a mystery woman. With his cheating ass. The internet went in on him for the appearance of his mistress.
Because the sisters was like Marlon Wayans with a white girl. I'm like, if the bitch was pitch black, would that be better?
Marlon later tweeted, "Speculation, assumptions, perceptions. You don't know me and you don't know my style. Keep guessing though. We don't need to guess. We see your cheating ass in 4K.
Yeah, the act of cheating does supersede every other like rumor or allegation when it comes to that picture.
Okay. A few years after getting caught in the act, Marlon appeared on The Breakfast Club and gave Angelica props for standing by him through the scandal. His fans forgave him, and many people assumed he and Angelica had worked things out. However, in December 2022, it was confirmed that Marlon had welcomed a baby girl named Axel with a 30-year-old woman named Brittany Moreland. One day after Axel's birth, Marlon signed a voluntary declaration of parentage. In March 2024, Brittany filed for full legal and physical custody. She also asked that her legal fees and reasonable expenses of pregnancy and birth be covered by Marlon. In court docs, Brittany stated she was unemployed and her monthly expenses totaled a little over $22,000. She claimed that Marlon earned $200,000 per month and he could afford to pay support.
You out of work over 20K is wild. There's got to be some downsizing somewhere. Yeah, but he is obviously he's fathering you like the child, and he should be like financially responsible.
Including $5,000 in daycare costs and $3,000 in grocery and household supplies. Marlon responded by asking for joint legal and physical custody and joint payment of legal fees. He also released a statement to the Shade Room and explained that the situation was the classic case of a good, loving, responsible father shelling out over $18,000 per month for a 1-year-old, and an entitled woman decides she wants more. My mama and them would have lost their minds for $2,000. Yeah.
Now, 2 bands is not cutting it, especially when you do gotta like have some type of like I know they weren't really together, but you got to make sure that the baby has a nice lifestyle, bro. Like, you're making a shit ton of money. Like, at the very least, make sure the child is comfortable. Yeah, 22 bands is extreme, but at the end of the day, man, like, you fathered this kid, and that comes with responsibilities. And yeah, maybe next time you'll think twice about raw dog it. You feel me? You can't get mad that, like, they're hitting you up for child support. Yeah, the amount is a little crazy, but I'm not a lawyer, and who am I to say? But for her to have those type of, like, expenses, somebody should do a breakdown of them. Not him, of course, but like an attorney or some type of like or like a judge or some type of court should definitely look at like the breakdown of the expenses to see if it's just not like me trying to fund a lifestyle. But yeah, at the very least, bro, you got to make sure the baby's living a comfortable life, man. You're one half of like the process.
Have you ever heard of inflation, Ninja? This ain't 1978.
Oh, but he wasn't done. He added, all these women having to drag men to court who pay nothing towards their children. And here a woman gets a doctor's salary and says it isn't enough? Online users let him have it. One person wrote, I don't see how any woman could look at Marlon and think, yep, that's the man I want to procreate with. If you were going to have a baby with a Wayans, at least let it be Sean, who's attractive.
Ooh, she messy as hell.
With all signs pointing toward Marlon being non-committal and possibly a terrible partner, he told The Breakfast Club he didn't plan on getting married until he was ready to be faithful. And then, years later, he told the New York Times, I never got married because I never wanted my mother to be jealous of a woman. I never wanted my mother to feel second to anyone.
You can love the love of a mom and the love between you and your wife is completely different. Like, if your mom is jealous of your wife, then there's probably other conversations that need to be had.
Woman. Oh, so he's a mama's boy. He wanted them. Oh, okay.
Nah, that's far from being a mama's boy. That's crazy. I love my mama, but at the end of the day, yeah, man, the relationship you have with your wife, I'm unmarried right now, but the relationship you have with them is completely different.
Explains it. Oh, mama tell you, all right. We don't want you no way.
Marlon's mother passed away in 2020 at the age of 81. And although he's now free to marry whomever he wants, it doesn't appear that he'll be wifing anybody anytime soon.
Good. He need to be by his damn self anyway.
On August 5th, 2023, a large altercation took place at the Riverfront dock in downtown Montgomery, Alabama. The footage went viral due to the racial undertone and the way the Black Riverboat employee...
You know what's crazy? Like, those chairs had a huge uptick in sales like after this event.
Employees beat the brakes off of the perpetrators.
Somebody said we need to have Cinco de Agosto. Like they got Cinco de Mayo, we need to have Cinco de Agosto. Yeah.
I second that, Auntie. I second that.
Chair day. That's what we got, Juneteenth and Cinco de Agosto.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Raise your hand.
Take off work that day, too.
Raise your hand if you're going to celebrate Cinco de Agosto.
Bam.
Me too. Me too.
Online users kicked things up a notch by using Jason Aldean's controversial song Try That in a Small Town as the background music for the brawl footage. One person who wasn't laughing was Marlon. He took to his Instagram to write, how about we not try that in a small town? Silly, bro. Let's all just be love, not war.
Ninja, what?
It didn't take long for online users to blast him over what they felt was his criticism toward the fight's Black participants. After getting his head scalped all up and down the internet, Marlon returned to social media to try to clean up his mess.
And why would I criticize Black people for defending themselves? That's the thing about social media, man. It's left for interpretation. Y'all tripping. People want to make articles, interpretation. Do it. I don't care. Black people know I love Black people. I'm Black.
I feel like he does love Black people, obviously. He just might be tone deaf in a lot of these matters.
Social media users weren't having it, though. One online user stated Marlon had been talking greasy about Black people for a minute, and they reposted a 2022 interview where Marlon said,
white people celebrate white people. Have been taught to be crabs in a barrel. Let's break each other down further. Let's not celebrate our greats. They call their greats geniuses. We call ours coons and buffoons.
I don't know. I think those two terms are geared towards a specific type of people, but I do feel like I definitely don't agree there. Obviously, there's coons and buffoons and all that stuff, but like there's definitely people we herald to that as geniuses, as legends, you know? So I can't go as far. You can't say that, Marlon. You can't say that we don't celebrate our greats, you know? Wild.
In 2015, audio was leaked of professional wrestler Hulk Hogan telling his friend's wife, whom he had been sleeping with, that he didn't want his daughter Brooke to get her back blown out by a black man who had offered to help fund her music career. In the audio, Hulk Hogan can be heard saying, "I mean, I don't have double standards. I mean, I am a racist to a point." Fatality. He wasn't done, though. In the audio, Hulk stated, "I mean, I'd rather if she was going to some I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot tall worth $100 million, like a basketball player. I guess we're all a little racist."
That's crazy. The amount of M-bombs with the hard R drop. M-bombs, period, is crazy. Poster, man, you let a lot of people down, fam. Damn, man, Hulkamania is being put to rest, fam.
Now he need his ass beat.
The WWE ended its relationship with him, and he later told People magazine that his language was unacceptable and offensive. He added, "This is not who I am. I believe very strongly that every person in the world is important and should not be treated differently."
This is a lawyer-written statement. When he's putting orientation and religious beliefs, a lawyer cooked this up.
Based on race, gender, orientation, religious beliefs, or otherwise.
Shut your lying ass up. You can't even spell orientation. Reading off an index card your attorney gave your ass.
And guess who came to Hulk Hogan's defense? Marlon, of course.
Marlon.
Ninja.
Marlon shared a picture of himself planting a huge kiss on Hulk's cheek at a charity event. In his caption, Marlon wrote,
"Trying to pull him away.
Hulk Hogan racist? He damn sure wasn't this day. Ha! You can't erase racism without love. This picture is so much funnier and powerful amidst the recent scandal." This ninja dumb as hell, ain't he?
He added that we need to pray for Hulk Hogan and thank him for the entertainment he has given us all as children.
The hell he talking about?
When your fans let you down, like, and they do something that's obviously wrong socially, morally, and all of the above, yeah, when they do that, they're up for criticism. These people aren't gods. These people are humans. So if they have these faults and like you do something wrong, like you should get called out for it. Yeah, I do agree. Like, all right, the last thing we want to do is dogpile. But like, the dude said some wild stuff. You know, there's consequences to free speech. No matter who that goes with the territory, fam. You're a public institution at that point, being Hulk Hogan. Pillow talking has destroyed a lot of people's careers, man. It's destroyed a lot of friendships as well, relationships. Wild.
I ain't wasting my prayers on a man who wouldn't spit on me if I was on fire.
True.
Hogan, hell.
The fact that Marlon disregarded the entire audio where Hulk Hogan defined himself as racist and instead Marlon asked people to pray for the wrestler just didn't sit right with a lot of people. One woman wrote, "You're a rich so you're okay in his book." Although he probably washed his face with bleach when he got home. One thing about Marlon is that he's going to continue to say things that ruffle people's feathers. But the real question is all the hate against him justified? Or is he just misunderstood? Let us know down below. And
I think, honestly, he just talks way out of, like, turn. I really do feel like, I don't think Marlon is a bad guy. I just think he's kind of tone deaf. The guy has been successful for like 30 years. So you're on an island by yourself almost, or just like other people in your stature, who knows? But I feel like he's like talking at the wrong time and saying the wrong thing, which is only making you a little crazy. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. These incidents are definitely him just being tone deaf, and somebody should probably take away his social media accounts because, maybe, we should pray for these people or whatever, but to like not admit that these people are racist when they're obviously saying racist things. Yeah, when you're doing that, you're being super tone deaf to the situation. But you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Again, show some love to RRG. She's definitely showing love to the page. She says that she loves the reactions. So let's definitely keep it going, guys. But yeah, hope you guys love the video, and I hope to see you guys soon. Damn, Marlon. Let's be quiet a little bit, man.